Hello there, and welcome to Play Reviews with Perry. Today we will be looking at the Broadway version of the greatest fairy tale never told, Shrek the Musical.
Produced by DreamWorks Theatricals. In association with Neal Street Productions, Shrek the Musical made a run from 2008 to 2010. And in that time, it was nominated for several Tony and Drama Awards. A film version of the production is now available on Netflix for fans to enjoy, and I, for one, enjoyed this musical on Thursday, April 23rd, 2020, in the beautiful venue of my living room, located in my living room. Bringing the show to life, in the starring roles are Brian D'Arcy James as Shrek, Sutton Foster as Fiona, Daniel Breaker as Donkey, and Christopher Seaver as Lord Farquaad. The show was written by David Lindsay Abaire, a Pulitzer Prize-winning playwright, and directed by Jason Moore. Following the basic plot of the movie on which it is based, Shrek the Musical displays the journey of Shrek the Ogre as he embarks on a quest to get his swamp back, learning along the way the meaning of friendship and love. Unlike the movie, however, Shrek the Musical begins in Shrek's youth, showing his progression from a curious, caring young ogre who was kicked out of the house at age 7 to the stone-hearted adult who we know and love. In the musical, we also get to see the aging of Fiona, as well as a lively musical number between Shrek and Fiona in which they bicker about who had a tougher childhood. All in all, there's just enough new plot material to differentiate this production from the original movie, and to keep things interesting. It should be noted, however, that were it not for the original movie being so beloved, this musical would likely never have been as successful on Broadway as it was.
Let's break it down.
First, the things the show had going for it. For starters, the costumes were beautifully designed and perfect for the show. From Pinocchio's nose, which actually grew, to Farquaad's humorously stubby legs, to the colorful and creative fits of all the fairy tale creatures, this show goes above and beyond with its wardrobe. But don't take my word for it. The show won both a Tony Award and a Drama Desk Award for its costumes. Another amazing and award-winning aspect of this show was the set. The set pieces were engaging and intricate, bringing the fairy tale settings right out of a storybook and into real life. Additionally, some of the songs in this production were quite well done. I enjoyed Big Bright Beautiful World, Story of My Life, and I Know It's Today, amongst a few others. And finally, the leads. The leads truly stole the show by fully embodying and expertly portraying their characters, despite limitations from their somewhat cumbersome costumes. Brian D'Arcy James expressively nailed the role for Shrek, and just look at this costume for the big, stupid, ugly ogre. Better even than Shrek, however, was Sutton Foster as Fiona. From her amazing singing, to her amazing dancing, to her amazing expression and acting skills, which brought home significant moments of character and plot development, I would go so far as to say Sutton Foster, more than anything else, made this show.
But now for the cons.
Most prominently, in its efforts to appeal to both children and adults, this show fails to do either. While the movie had the occasional crude humor spread sparsely and tastefully throughout, this production severely oversteps its bounds, making countless fart and burp jokes, and even dedicating a good bit of the song I Think I Got You Beat, which is the pivotal moment in the character's journey to such humor. Now, that's all fine and dandy for a children's production, but this is Broadway we're talking about, and the musical goes on to ruin its child-friendly atmosphere by overdoing the adult humor. Donkey even unapologetically curses multiple times throughout the production. Second, some of the characters, especially some of the fairy tale creatures, come across as simply annoying, whereas the animated movie tastefully portrayed its characters and was careful not to let any character overstay its welcome. Hearing this musical's screeching portrayal of Pinocchio through two of the show's bigger musical numbers just goes to show the same consideration is not true for this musical production. And tying into both of these points, the show literally has to scream for the audience's attention at various points in the story. While screaming might hold the attention of a child, it can quickly become aggravating for others. In conclusion, I would rate this production 3 stars. The acting, especially by Brian D'Arcy James and Sutton Foster, some enjoyable musical numbers, and the pleasing visual aesthetic make up for the production's more aggravating, detracting qualities to make it a decently worthwhile experience. If you'd like to view this production, it is available for streaming on Netflix, as I said before, but the live-action show has closed.
Thank you for watching this episode of Play Reviews with Perry. I'm Zach Jerry Perry, and I'll see you on the flippity flip.